Hello again, everybody. Another beautiful day in sunny Florida. It's February 19th. This is just a quick update on the window farm project that I got going on here on the Lanai. As you can see, I went ahead and I relocated the tomatoes as I discussed in the first video. I put up some of the trellis netting, and in the pot here I again have beans going on top, some cucumbers pickling, muskmelon, cantaloupes, and some watermelons. The plan is to go ahead and try to get them to grow out horizontal and then up and out from there. Probably use some nylon stockings or whatever if they start to fruit to go ahead and support the fruits. I've read that that works really good when using trellis to grow, you know, cantaloupes and stuff like that. But tomatoes, still doing awesome. They've grown more since. Still got a lot of cherries on the right hand side here. The big beefs are flowering really good now. Seen a lot of flowers and a lot of tomatoes on the cherries. Don't know if you can see those. Don't know how much bigger they're going to get. This is the first time I ever tried to grow these before they start to ripen. Strawberries are doing okay. Had one strawberry, tasted good. The other ones are just starting to ripen. I got a couple here. A couple that didn't develop very well. I'll probably go ahead and clip all that stuff off just so the plant continues to grow well. And again, these guys here were really small. They still are very small when I got them. If they survive the heat of the summer and continue to grow, I'll probably get better crops either later in the year or first coming next year. But all in all, these window farms are doing very well. The only issue I've had so far is just in the first one here. Again, like I said, I wish I had used, instead of the silicone or the rubbery type of hose, I wish I had used the harder vinyl. You can see, I mean, any of these other ones were maybe, I don't know, maybe a week after I had built this one. I built that one, and again with that one, all about a week apart. And that's the only one that I have a lot of algae growth growing on inside there. It got so bad the other day that I actually had to kind of like suck that crap out of there. It was not pleasant. But basically what happened was it just got clogged up with algae, and I had come out in the morning just to go ahead and top off the bottles, and instead of the bubbles going up through the line like they're supposed to, they were just percolating down here, and I knew that that line had become blocked. But again, I'm just going to go ahead and maintain it, keep it working until these plants, you know, die or whatever. If they continue to go, I'll just keep maintaining it, and eventually I'll go ahead and replace it with a more updated version like these other ones here. That'll work a little bit better. And I was actually able to get some knockoff soda from another store that uses a 3-liter bottle, so I might switch to a 3-liter bottle on the tomatoes at least, and maybe down the road on some of these other guys as far as the bigger plants. But 2-liter bottles seem to work pretty good. They're growing really well. I figured I'd be running into some issues as far as root knotting or anything like that, but I mean, no problems. Haven't had any issues training them, you know, bending them over and everything to go ahead and get them to come out on that lattice. And the black tubs on the ground, I just kind of threw those down there because I'm constantly grooming these plants, and instead of just tossing the leaves out, I toss them down in there, and eventually I'm planning on setting up a compost bin using some red wiggle worms and everything, and trying to get some soil going so I can get rid of these aquariums that I was using for cold boxes out here and just kind of use that thing as a raised bed. I got a bunch of extra seeds. I figure, what the hell, might as well go ahead and plant them, see what grows. If I get some more food out of it, couldn't hurt. And eventually I'd like to go ahead and get these things all switched over instead of just using the hydroponic solutions, which they work good. I didn't taste any difference as far as that first strawberry. It didn't taste, you know, chemically or anything. It's not organic. Eventually I'd like to go to a more organic route and using you know, fish water, setting up like more of a aquaponics setup. Planning on, I got a lot of space out in the backyard, so I'm thinking about just getting a big hoop house and setting up an entire aquaponics system out there. Should be pretty cool. But all in all, I mean, these are working pretty good. And I'll post another update in a couple of weeks once these guys get bigger. And that's it. Thank you very much.